and gentlemen, welcome to Richland Center. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as we're ready to bring you today's 59th Annual Championship. With me, joining me once again, Chuck Rasmussen from Lancaster and Kirk Layer, right here from Richland Center. A couple of real good friends here as we continue to follow some great high school wrestling. And Chuck, thanks again for being here. I tell you what, a great day so far, huh?
It has been, and we're going to see some tremendous matches here, I think, in this this next round. Not only the championship match, but there's I think, in my opinion, most of these weight classes have pretty good depth in it this year too. You know, all the way down to that. I'll just go to the fifth, sixth place match. I think we're going to see some really good wrestling.
Right. And so many times, Kirk, we've had wrestlers come out of here, have been state champions, standing on the podium down at Madison on Saturday night, and it looks like we're going to see that again. Some tremendous wrestling here today.
You said that earlier today, Ken, and you hit the nail on the head. A lot of these young individuals you see in this championship placement round, they're going to be seeing them at Clash tournaments, the summer tournaments.
Yep.
A lot of them in a couple weeks at the bi-state in the placement matches, and then right through the regional sectionals in state. This is going to be well represented here in both D2 and D3.
Yeah, it's going to be just a great time. They're getting the 106-pound weight class out here on the mats. Chuck, do you want to tell us who's out here right now?
You bet. In the seventh place match, it's going to be Severson from Baraboo and Amaze from Belmont Platteville. The fifth place match at 106 pounds will be Reese from River Valley and Koss from GET. The third place match, Henderson from Cochran Fountain City and Milsner from Casta. And in the championship match on the Richland Center mat, right down here to our left, it's going to be Ethan Haiti from Richland Center, and he's matching up against Gavin Mirabelli from Riverdale.
So our championship match is going to be, I'm assuming it's always going to be on mat 2 here?
I think that's what they indicated.
Okay.
I think they talked about that. That's what they wanted to try to do.
Okay,
Yep.
So that's going to be in the upper right corner of your screen, folks, on the RC mat, as Chuck mentioned. On the right side, upper right, that is going to be our fifth place match. Am I right on that, Chuck? Up here? Is that going to be our fifth place?
Probably fifth, and then, let's see. It's Reese
Seventh
from
is
River
way-
Valley and GET.
Seventh is way down here on
Way
mat
down.
4.
Okay, so fifth is down here.
All right, so mat 4 is the lower right, and mat, which is the seventh and eighth, third and fourth is the lower left. So we're going to go from there. And Chuck, why don't you take 106 pounds, and we'll move on with Kirk, and then I'll take the next one after that.
All right, don't be afraid to hop in here somewhere along the line. And the 106-pound championship match, it's Ethan Haiti from Richland Center. Haiti came in top-seeded in this weight class, undefeated on the season at 12-0. His opponent is Gavin Mirabelli, a sophomore from Riverdale. Mirabelli came in now seeded second, 16-1 on the season. And it's Haiti locking up pinning combination on Mirabelli. Haiti up 2-0. And we got to stop in the action. All right, there's a penalty point for,
That went to Haiti, so Haiti now leads 3-0.
for pulling the headgear. Haiti has gotten to the finals. He had a bye the first round, a pin in 1 minute and 12 seconds over Ignacio Amaze from Belmont Platteville, and then a pin in 3:54 over Noah Henderson from Cochran Fountain City. Mirabelli to the championship match with a bye, a pin in 44 seconds over Desmond Severson from Baraboo, and then a pin in 101 over Parker Milsna from Caston.
We got a pin here, and Kirk, can you fill us in on that one?
Henderson, as Chuck just mentioned earlier, he secures third place with a pin in minute 45 seconds over Milsna from Cashton.
All right, we go to the second period in the championship match. 3-0 Haiti from Richland Center with the lead over Mirabelli from Riverdale.
His choice of uniform colors, what did you ever expect to see Cashton in blue?
I know, that was weird. I saw that myself. I'm like, wait a minute, guys.
Oh, get back to Chuck.
All right, we have a reversal with the Granby Nelson here by Haiti. Mirabelli tries to counter it, though, and still got kind of a
Just got an arm over the head is all he's got.
Yeah.
For a second, I was wondering if he had an illegal headlock.
It's 5-0.
Chuck mentioned that cradle in the first period. That's what he secured the takedown with, and then he worked around and put it into near fall points, as he might again. But
yeah.
Go ahead, Chuck.
All right, they continue to wrestle here, and again, Haiti looks good with that cradle. He's got fairly long arms.
Quick mention up there on mat number 1, which is the 5th place match. Colton Koss of GT Melmin out in front, 6-2 over Ben Rees of River Valley.
All right, we're in the second period, nearing the midway part of this period in this 106-pound championship match.
Arnaise is winning down on the other end there with in the second period, 6-4 in the 7th place match with Severson from Baraboo.
Okay. Haiti was runner-up last year in this tournament. Working against Mirabelli. Just past the 40-second mark of the period showing on the clock. We've got a warning for stalling. Kirk, in between times here, could you maybe introduce or tell us who all we have officiating this year?
Okay, in the finals here in this first match, we have Matt Boyer is the head ref, and they were also using an assistant referee in these championship matches. His assistant, Boyer, is from Baraboo, and Mark Parrott is from Lake Delton / Reedsburg / Portage.
Got properties all over the place, huh?
Yeah, that's true. He's still got hunting properties up in Portage. He's an avid deer hunter. Down here in the 5th place match, that's Adam Guthrie from the Bloomington area, coached back in the era when, Chuck, you were still coaching.
Yep.
And then down here, well, we'll get to when he comes back out in the 7th place match. That's Mike Nicolotti from the Stoddard DeSoto area. Or I think you maybe want to say Genoa area.
He might.
He did, yep. We also have Scott Brookman and Lynn Eisensee running around here too. Lynn Eisensee from Sparta and Scott Brookman from Toma, but we'll mention them when they get back on the mat again.
Give a quick shout out too. I do not remember the ladies' names that are here as far as trainers today. I don't know if either of you know them or remember, but again, a shout out to the work that they do too. And I know as from a coaching perspective, we very much appreciate having them people around and taking care of things. So
they've been a little busy today.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a real quiet
yeah.
finals round here today for them.
Got a pin down there for the young man from Baraboo as he takes 7th place.
Okay.
All right. Into the third period. Out of bounds quickly. Back to the center they go. 5-0 Haiti.
If you didn't hear the announcer, which you probably didn't, we're going to keep the weight classes together. So we're going to complete all 4 of these matches before we go to the next weight class.
And I think that, in my opinion, is a very good move.
Right.
Oh, yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Mirabelli trying to get around here and get the takedown, but not able to do so yet. Off of a kind of a front headlock situation.
We said earlier, these are very, very good matches here in these final 4 in each weight class. So you bet we want to showcase them all.
And they're
using a front headlock there, and he almost made it work, didn't he, Chuck?
He did, almost there too. Just good hips as far as shown there by Haiti to not allow anything.
Yep.
So a minute and 11 as they start again here. 5-0 again, Haiti with the advantage.
Needs to get back to his cradle. The final down there in that
just
first
been
one,
warned
Chuck?
for stalling.
7-2 your score down there on the 5th place match.
And who won that one, Ken?
That is going to go to Koss of GT Melmin. A couple of freshmen going at it.
2 sophomores added here in the championship match at 106. 45 seconds. Haiti goes underneath. Looking to maybe hit a, possible fireman's or a pancake. Not going to be able to do that now as Mirabelli coming around to the side. Mirabelli probably going to try to hook up a cradle off of this. He's going to get the 2 takedown with a half a minute remaining in the third period. And we got a break in the action.
Well, when we have that break, I'm going to mention, I'm going to go starting from the back of the alphabet here with our sponsors, WCCU. Wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. Hope you're enjoying today's broadcast of this 59th Annual Richland Center Wrestling Tournament. Of course, 2 great locations here in the Richland Center area, as well as in Viroqua, Westby, Cashton, Coon Valley, new one in Portage. So appreciate their support, as well as Jeremy Cooey and Wallace Cooper and Elliott Insurance. They're located at 197 South Main. Looking to help you with all of the many insurance options, help you sit down and chat with Jeremy or any of his associates and get you on the right foot.
Haiti sits out. Mirabelli over the top. And Haiti trying to get a reversal here. And he does have. And he has Mirabelli's shoulders close enough for near fall criteria to be met. Under 5.
We
with
might
2
have an
seconds
illegal
left.
hold there.
Yep, 9-2.
Oh, you're just going to call it potential. That's a good call. Good chance that Haiti could have been choked out there.
Yep. Well, and there's some of that experience, again, with the officials. Matt has the confidence to go over and take a look at, Mark and say, what did you see? That was good.
Now, can the off official, I'll call it there, can he stop a match?
It's better to do what he did, but yes, if you feel that safety of the athlete is jeopardized, you need to stop the match,
Yeah.
not can you.
Right.
You need to. Matt, one of his matches he still remembers, he stopped a match in the state tournament finals and the young man became state champion the year after. That kid was totally passed out from the school.
Right.
in
So
the
your
finals.
champion, 106 pounds from Richland Center, Ethan Haiti.
Congratulations going out there. And while they take a mention, we're going to go back up to our sponsors, the Tesnik Power Sports, since 1974. My goodness, they've been around a while. Snowmobiles, motorcycles, ATV, side-by-sides, you name it. Honda, Yamaha, Polaris, and all kinds of great opportunities there. And don't forget that cool-looking slingshot vehicle. Those are always pretty neat. Thanks to the Tesnik Power Sports. And our thanks to Vernon Communications. Where else can you get great local public events? The Big Ten Network, NFL Channel, and of course, Channel 14, where you're watching this, and it's being sent out to all of our area affiliates that we're going to be mentioning here in just a little bit.
lineup at 113 pounds. In 7th place is going to be Genevieve from Belmont Platteville against Baumkamp from Riverdale. The 5th place match, Gray from Toma and Perney from GET. The 3rd place match, Maxwell from River Valley and Minder from Monroe. And then the championship match at 113 pounds is going to be Trainer Curtin from Reedsburg against Jaden Geyer from Westby.
All right, well, we have, we'll take a look here. Kirk says, oh, I can have 113, so we'll take a shot at it here. Geyer from Westby, he's a sophomore, and I tell you what, he had a great tournament run here so far, and see if what he can do here in the championship match at 113 pounds. His opponent is Trainer Curtin, a sophomore, so a couple of sophomores. Curtin coming in, though, boy, oh boy, guys, 15-0, and he's got a double leg takedown right now.
Tournament champion here last year, I believe, too.
I was kind of wondering that.
It's a name I've heard up in Reedsburg a few times.
Yeah. No kidding, yeah. Geyer, go ahead, Chuck.
Kirk, did you want to take the championship match?
No,
here?
he gave
I gave it to him because it was a Westby kid.
Yeah, he was being nice to me.
All right. So you want me?
I'll take this one.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm going to do 13, and then
all right, no problem.
We'll move him around a little bit here. So at 113 pounds, Geyer finds himself trailing 2-1. As I don't know if he earned the escape or did Curtin let him go, but right now Curtin back in on a double leg. He's got the lift and brings him right down to the mat here. Geyer trying to swim back out of here, but Curtin going in for that power half now, trying to get that turn. Nice job by Geyer getting back to his base, guys, because that was going to look kind of ugly for him for a moment.
3rd place match, it's Minder from Monroe leading Maxwell 7-0 in the 2nd period.
Time running out here. And Chuck, any update on our other match?
Well, in the 5th place match, Perney from GET with a 5-0 advantage in the 2nd period over Gray from Toma.
The 7th place match, we have the young man from Devani from Belmont Platteville winning 4-3 in the 2nd period over Baumkamp from Riverdale.
Geyer has his choice in period number 2. He'll defer to the 3rd. Curtin says, I'll go down. We want to say thanks to Title Works and Mark Crary. Of course, the goal of offering accurate, efficient, and confidential real estate title service for you. That's, Mark Crary right here in Richland Center. Thanks also going out to Simpson Tractor and Pine River Leasing as Curtin stands up, trying to get those hips away. Geyer brings him down, but right back up to his feet again comes Curtin. Able to break him down. This time, Geyer gets him all the way down to the mat. Still in control here. Backing up and in. They're going to get the escape here is Curtin. Out on Highway 14, that's Pine River Leasing east of Richland Center. Here's a shot. They'll spin out of that one, go to a front headlock, and now scoot around behind to the side and pick up the takedown is Trainer Curtin of Reedsburg. And oh, look at this. He goes right into a half and pinning combination here with the armbar. And there's the fall. A 2:51 pin time here for Trainer Curtin out of Reedsburg. He will become your champion, and we think a 2-time Richland Center champion. And Kirk, you want to tell us, update us on mat 3 here with the 3rd place match?
Okay, the score there in that match as we go into the 3rd period is still in favor of Minder from Monroe, 7-1, as he gave up a penalty point earlier. But down on mat number 4, your 7th place winner down there was Devani from Belmont Platteville, as he won by a fall over Baumkamp from Richland Center.
And in the 5th place match, score is now 6-0. And it's Perney from GET over Gray from Toma.
Take a look here on that 3rd place match. 7-1, as Kirk mentioned. We're down to about 1:20 to go here in that match. And of course, with the exception of the championship match, all the other matches are a 1-2-2 match.
It looks like they're going to give awards down there. Maybe you could highlight them again, Chuck, since you got the best view, or I like the way you read off that lineup stuff.
Well, there's a way to get there if you think I'm ahead of you. That's by practice.
But you're on
All
the
right, I'll
radio
take
all
it.
the time.
Well, all right, I will do that. We'll finish these two matches first.
You don't think they're going to? Maybe
back
they aren't
to-
going to give the awards right now.
Probably wait to the conclusion of these, won't they?
I'd hope so,
You'd
but they
think,
got them all
yeah.
lined up.
You'd expect them to wait anyway, so.
All right, good. We had a 9-1 score here in that third place match, and now he's getting close to the fall here. 32 seconds to go in this third period. Update on yours then, Chuck, down
We're
there in the
at
fifth?
8-2 with less than a half a minute to go in the third period.
Still trying to work that pin. There's 10 seconds remaining in that third place match.
I'm not sure he's going to get him now, Ken.
Yeah.
Well, maybe now he rolls him that way. Nope. It's going to end up 12-1. Garrett Minder will be your third place finisher from Monroe.
And in the fifth place match, final score will be 10-2. And that will be Perney from GET.
Thanks going out real quick to Richland Grant Telephone Cooperative. And of course, best of luck to all of the area teams and the upcoming Bi-State Classic. You'll have that on Richland Grant, tape delayed as well. Thanks to the fine folks down there in Blue River.
All right, the wrap up at 106 pounds. Fifth place goes to Koss from GET. Fourth place, Milsna from Cashton. Third place finisher is Henderson from Cochrane Fountain City. The runner-up, Gavin Mirabelli from Riverdale. And the champion at 106 pounds is Richland Center's Ethan Haiti.
Great job there as we look to move on. Richland Hospital supporting today's broadcast. Of course, hope you're enjoying the live one here on Genuine Telecom. Muscadet Health Center, and of course down there at Spring Green, Thanks to Sean O'Connor and all the crew here for Richland Center Hospital and Clinics.
In the 7th place match at 120 pounds, it'll be Milsner from Caston against Leistico from Monroe. The 5th place match, Stoll from Weston Ithaca, and Podorak from River Valley. Sorry about the pronunciation there. 3rd place match is Stetzer from GET and Christensen from Iowa Grande. And the championship match at 120, it'll be Brody Meese from Riverdale. He is wrestling against Cade Parrish from Reedsburg.
And let's turn the mic over to Kirk Lair with the championship match.
Boy, an exciting match so far. We got about 25 seconds, 30 seconds into the match. Brody Meese came out with a real nice, it was an inside ankle sweep that he tried to get to a single leg and almost secured it there. That was really impressive to watch. But still no score, almost down to 1 minute to go in the period here. Two scrappy 120-pounders. You got a freshman against a sophomore. 1 against 3 as far as seeds. Imagine Brody's probably relation or a brother to the one where you're going to see up higher at
Ashton?
Ashton, yes.
Yeah.
No score in the 3rd place match between Christensen and Stetzer.
Still no score in this championship match.
Go ahead, Kirk.
Adam Guthrie, the head official, and this is our chance to mention Scott Brookman, since he did the last match, is the assistant referee. There was that same sweep. That wasn't that pretty. He sweeps inside, hooks the ankle, and then just drives through and takes the wrestler to the mat. What a move. It's an inside ankle leg sweep that he's using.
We're going to get a fall down here on mat 4. That is the 7th place match. Lesko from Monroe will pick up the win over Rory Milsna from Caston.
10 seconds to go here in this first round.
Meese has got to the championship match. He had a bye, top seed. He had a pin in 1:24 over Quinn Podorak-Buxom from River Valley, and then a pin in 5:16 over Lucas Christensen from Iowa Grande Highland. Parrish here with a bye, a pin in 1:22 over Ethan Stoll from Weston Ithaca, and then a sudden victory, 2-0. Remember watching that match. That was a good match between him and Jay Stetzer from GET.
Yes. A lot of action there in the last 12 seconds. We had a warning for stalling on Meese, and then a second caution. No, I think it was only his first caution to Parrish for a false start. Nice inside switch here. Still hasn't got all the way around yet to secure the reversal. Now a good sit-through recounter switch by Parrish. But Meese still has control of that bottom leg, but he needs to step over the other leg to secure the takedown or the reversal. But right now, Parrish is doing a nice job of clinging to whatever he's got to stay there. So Meese has either got to bring the arm through or step over the leg, and I'm not sure he's going to be. There you go. That's about a good call there. Get him back to center. 1:30 to go here in the second period.
Well, we got a Riverdale wrestler out there. Our thanks going out to the Riverdale Wrestling Club for their support of today's action. And the reminder that they have a big fundraiser coming up on January 20th when Riverdale hosts a quadrangular with Fenimore, Mineral Point, Iowa Grande Highland, and, of course, the Chieftains. That's at Riverdale High School. January 20th. It's a Friday evening, folks. That ought to be a lot of fun.
At the end of the second period, it's Stetzer from GET over Christensen in the 3rd place match. And in the 5th place match, it's 9-3. And it's Stoll from Weston Ithaca with the advantage over the young man from River Valley.
Some real good action there. While we were waiting, you guys all want to watch it. Another nice Granby move by Meese to secure the reversal, but now an escape by Parrish, and now Parrish is the one looking like he could come here, but nice counter by Meese there to come out of it. There's that inside trip again. This time Parrish had the underhook there, and that wasn't going to work quite as well. Now he tries to reach back in for his own single. There's that sweep again, and he's going to secure the takedown. That is just awesome. You don't see many kids who can do an inside sweep like
Yeah.
that and then drive with the double to take the wrestler down.
You'll see that in college, but if you get it from high school, they've really been working at it.
And a freshman.
Yeah.
Stoll from Western Ithaca comes up with a fall in the third period. He will take fifth.
Down to the last 5 seconds here. Parrish comes to his feet, needs to score here, down 6-1 now. There's the period.
2-0 scored with under 50 seconds to go in this third place match. And that's a pretty good one too. It's Stetzer, GT Melmin out in front 2-0 over Christensen of Iowa Grant Highland.
There's the second caution against Parrish. No, he's going to call this one against Mies. Okay. Had his leg in the wrong spot.
Kind of straddling them, was he?
He had a foot above. He could have called either one.
Uh-huh.
Start third period. Parrish chose. He chose down. Parrish has got to get going here. He's got to get out and probably look for a takedown of his own to get this close back to 6-4. Nice job of riding. He's got to be a little bit careful about riding. He has already been warned for stalling. You got a final there in the mat 3, don't you?
Yes, it winds up 4-0. And it's going to be Stetzer of GT Melmin picking up the win. Freshman over a sophomore, 4-0 Christensen of Iowa Grant Highland.
Who won the 7th place match, or wasn't there one?
That was, yeah.
Lystico.
Oh, Monroe? Okay.
Monroe, okay.
But minute 15 here now in this third period. Mies doing a very good job of riding as he's got Parrish broke down to the mat and riding in. And then there's going to be, as they say that, it's warned for stalling. He was riding parallel, so I'll give the call to that. Now it's 6-2. Mies says, okay, fine. If that's where we're going to go, I'll let him up. 6-3 though, so now this is a big takedown here. If Parrish can get back in there, now it won't be 6-4, it'll be 6-5, and he'll be really back into it. But again, it's Mies goes with that. Just 3 times actually 4 times he missed it the first time, but 3 times he's used that move, and it's just beautiful to watch.
Sets it up really well.
He does, yep. He's got an underhook, he pops it up, or actually even stays right there and just drives in and does that inside leg sweep of the ankle, and then just drives through for the takedown. Now we're going to get a warning stalling for Parrish, which last time that warning could have went either way, and it just went against Mies. 8-3, 25 seconds to go in the match. Right now, Brody Mies looks like he's on his way to a championship here at 120. Final 15 seconds, not a whole lot of action. There's another warning for stalling and another point for Mies. He'll go up now 9-3. And that appears that more than likely will be a final unless we see a burst here in the last 2 seconds. And I don't think so. There's your champion, Brody Mies. The young freshman takes home the championship for the Riverdale Chieftains.
Our thanks going out to the fine folks here. Amy with Phoenix Center, of course the bowling alley here right in the heart of Richland Center. It's a state-of-the-art bowling lanes, great place for class reunions, meetings, banquets, you name it. Birthday parties galore. Thanks to Amy. Stopped in there, right here, the Phoenix Center in Richland Center. Chuck?
awards. In 5th place goes to Perney from GET. Your 4th place finisher at 113, Maxwell from River Valley. 3rd is Minder from Monroe. The runner-up at 113 pounds, Jaden Geyer from Westby, and your champion from Reedsburg, now at 18-0, Trainer Curtin.
Well, let's come back and Chuck, you can set the stage, but you're going to have this match, the championship match.
A second here. All right. The 7th place match is Franzen from Weston Ithaca and Klinkner from Caston. The 5th place match between Schulte from River Valley and Fry from GET. 3rd place match, Curtin from Reedsburg, Bloom from Toma, and in the championship match at 126 pounds, top seed Hunter Stevens from Iowa Grand Highland, wrestling against Dylan Weigel from Belmont Platteville.
Thanks going out to the Pizza Hut right here in Richland Center. We'll stop in there, take home one of those pizzas and watch today's championship match. You still got plenty of time, or pop on out here and enjoy pizza after the big tournament at Richland Center's Pizza Hut, east side of town.
5th place, what happened there?
Oh, that was, I saw the
forfeit.
Must have been.
Default, injury default?
Oh, yeah, that was the one where I heard that beforehand. GET injury defaulted out of that.
Okay. So Schulte from River Valley was 5th then?
Yes. When do you see 2 freshmen like this, Chuck, at 126 pounds?
And 2 very quality freshmen on top of that, too.
They had the quality, that's right.
Yeah. Hunter Stevens from Iowa Grand Highland, the top seed here at 126. Got here to the finals with a bye, a pin in 254 over Fry from GET, and then a pin in 241 over Bloom from Toma. Dylan Weigel from Belmont Platteville, a bye, a pin in 254 over Mason Schultz from River Valley, and then a 4-2 decision over Trenton Curtin, who was a tournament champion here last year in the semifinals.
You think these 2 ever met in kids wrestling during the summer? Or spring, I should say?
Yeah.
Or kids state?
I think it could well be, and I'm pretty certain that they have wrestled 2 in our middle school tournaments.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. All right.
Well, couldn't get the arm out.
No points. No points going to be scored there.
Well, he still had the whizzer in. I think that was a good call. Ryan Allen would have liked it a little bit different.
Yeah.
Good first period, Chuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
3-2 scored down on mat number 4, by the way. Your 7th place match, Franzen of Ithaca Weston out in front, 3-2 over Caleb Klinkner of the Eagles, Caston Eagles.
All right, Ken, give me your philosophy here. 0-0 after the first. Flip comes up, your choice. What do you do?
0-0, I'm going to go down.
Okay, I agree with you. It puzzles me sometimes when they don't. If they defer, sometimes I think it's just they forgot where they were at in the match or whatever then too.
Did Stevens steers top?
But
I think.
Stevens in the top position here.
He chose top, huh?
Did he?
Oh, I don't know. I thought that's what you were talking about.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty certain that Weigel had the choice and Weigel chose down, which I would do also too.
Yep.
I mean, if you have any confidence at all in your down position.
Well, and it's the second period. You're still fresh enough. If you wind up third period, you might, you got a great match going on here.
And and also with that in my mind, that you're getting 2 very close quality wrestlers here too. And there's a fairly good chance this could end up in overtime.
Right.
And we'll talk about that maybe if we need a little bit later.
Stevens doing a nice job and trying a lot for the cheap tilt there, but he just hasn't got it in.
Trenton Curtin out in front, 8-2 in the 3rd place match over Landon Bloom of Toma. And it's now a 5-3 score down on mat 4 in the 7th place match.
Weigel warned for stalling.
He gave up a point there, Chuck.
Okay, I missed the first one.
I missed the first warning too.
Okay, so it's 1-0. So that kind of maybe would backfire on him too if we come to that certain point in the overtime.
Yep. By the way, Klinkner has come from behind in that 5-3 lead.
So 1-0, as Kirk mentioned, with that 1 point there for penalty. And we're down to the last 20 seconds of the second period.
Stevens doing just an awesome job of riding and being very aggressive with either tilts or cross-face Turks.
Got that far elbow trying to get a turn here is Stevens, excuse me, Stevens.
We got a turn here on mat 3 as well.
There's a fall down there.
That's Klinkner with the pin.
All right, Stevens will take the down position, not allowing Weigel to score in that second period. 1-0. Good match here in the championship at 126.
Klinkner with the pin over Franzen of Ithaca Weston, so Cashin picks up some extra points there. Meanwhile, Bloom gets 3 more, or check that, it's, it is Bloom who gets 3 for the near fall, closes the gap in the third place match.
Stevens with the escape, making it now 2-0.
Trenton Curtin, a senior. Landon Bloom, a senior. 2 seniors going for third and 2 freshmen going for first.
Wow. Isn't that something?
Yes. These are quality seniors here, too.
Yeah, they are.
This tells you the depth and the ability of these 2 freshmen that we're watching out here on mat number 2.
Gonna get a new start again.
Weigel just hasn't figured out really how to get his offense going against Stevens. And, that young man from Iowa, Grant Highland, his motor just doesn't seem to quit running.
Right.
And Stevens, he's aggressive this whole time too. He's always moving forward. Weigel looking for an opening. Under a minute. There's Stevens in on a double. Out of bounds, back to the center.
Down to the last 45 seconds, Chuck.
Yeah, Stevens with another shot. Good counter here by Weigel. I'll say Stevens takes 2 more shots here for the end of the match.
Hey, that's a good bet output. It is interesting because Weigel appears to be the one backing away.
Yes. Yep. Stevens just continues to move forward.
And now you see Ryan Allen trying to help with some more stalling calls.
Stevens in on a shot, and they're going to go out of bounds. And there's another a stalling call.
Well, that's right. That's where the first one came. That's when they scrambled out of bounds early in the first 30 seconds over there where we warned him for stalling.
All right. And here's a throw attempt by Weigel. Stevens countering, and they're going to go out of bounds. And your champion at 126 pounds, Hunter Stevens from Iowa Grant Highland.
Well, congratulations going out there, and our thanks also to another one of our sponsors, the Reedsburg Wrestling Association. They're doing a pretty nice job here, Reedsburg Beavers. Be sure to attend their Reedsburg Smelt Feed and Pork Sandwich fundraiser. That's on Sunday, January 29th, 2023. And it's all going to happen at Brewster Lanes in Reedsburg. Stop in there from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Stoll from Weston Ithaca is the 5th place finisher. Christensen from Iowa Grand Highland is 4th. Stetzer from GET is 3rd. The runner-up at 120 pounds, Cade Parrish from Reedsburg, and your champion of 120 pounds from Riverdale. Now with a record of 16-1, Brody Meese.
All right, let's get things set up here for this 132-pound weight class. And Chuck set the stage for us. And
all right, just a second here. All right. At 132 pounds, the 7th place match, Voles from Hillsboro, Johnson from GET, 5th place, Owen from Baraboo, Middlestead from Reedsburg, the 3rd place match, Finch from Toma, and Duffy from Riverdale. The championship match at 132 pounds should be another good one. Elliot Biba from Iowa Grand Highland and his opponent from River Valley, Noah Radke.
Let's take a look here at this. And Radke, only a sophomore, Biba, a junior. We've seen a lot with Biba. It seems like he's been wrestling forever, and he's only a junior, guys.
Yeah, I know.
He comes up with a quick takedown and has that early lead here, 2-0 over Radke.
Yeah, it certainly is an opposing coach. It seems like it's been forever that he's been wrestling. But
they were talking down there before the round started, handing out the most valuable ballots. Keep an eye on this match. This could be two candidates right here.
Sure, you bet. Thanks going out to Richland Electric Cooperative as we get set here with this. Hope all of you have a safe and happy holiday season, and you are enjoying today's Richland Center Wrestling Invitational. And of course, going live thanks to all the sponsors, and that's one of the things that we were talking about to them when I mentioned, like, yeah, we're gonna shoot for being live once again here. We've been doing this, boy, Chuck, I don't know how many years we've been live, but it's been a lot of fun.
been a lot of years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's a still 2-0 score, now 2-1, as Radke will get the escape, and they'll go out of bounds on that far side.
3-0 here in the 3rd place match. That would be Finch ahead against Duffy from Riverdale.
And Middlestead with a 2-0 lead in his match for 5th.
And then we have Voles, who has a 2-0 lead over Johnson from GET for the 7th place match. That in the 2nd period. Back to you, Ken.
Thanks. And Biba tried to go for a low single leg attack, but able to step right away from it was Radke, and the time runs out. 2-1 your score as we go to period number 2, and right away it's going to be Biba going in the down position. He didn't waste any time.
Nope.
He knew what he wanted to do. Going to try and pick up some points here. Got up to his feet, trying to work some hand control, and now he pushes Radke away just by posting out the arm on the thigh, on that left thigh, and now there's the escape. 3-1 your score with about 1:35 to go in the 2nd period. These guys, they kind of lean in on each other, but their defense, you think, well, you might be able to snap somebody, but they're both so solid that, it kind of counteracts each other.
5-0 in the 3rd place match, still in favor of Finch. 8-0 on the other end in favor of Voles.
There's that nice low single leg attack that Biba tried before. This time he catches it, comes up between the legs, and oh, what a great job by Radke. Does a little freestyle hip heist move, and now it's going to be a bit of a struggle, but it's also a stalemate.
Oh, Finch must have got the fall there. I didn't even see that happen.
Wow.
With 5 seconds left in the 2nd period, he scores a fall over Duffy of Riverdale.
So 3-1 your score as they go back up onto their feet because it was a stalemate call and a tremendous move by both wrestlers. An offensive move by Biba and a great counter by Radke. And he nearly pulled it off to become an offensive move.
How you doing down there, Chuck?
We're at 3-2. The 2nd period just about ready to close. And that will be our score at the end of the second period. But it's now Owen from Baraboo, I believe, with the advantage.
Yeah, I think you're right. 3-2.
Down to 10 seconds remaining here. Radke picks up a nice single leg here. Can he get him down onto the mat? Biba fighting that one real well here. He's got the whizzer in. No points yet, and that'll be the end of the period. 3-1 the score remains.
There you saw some college-style wrestling.
For sure. Thanks to O'Reilly Auto Parts right here in Richland Center. Bill Klemick is the gentleman that takes care of and kind of manages a baker's dozen worth of O'Reilly Auto Parts stores in our area, all the way up from Toma to La Crosse, down to Prairie du Chien here in Richland Center and Viroqua. He's a busy guy, but thanks to O'Reilly Auto Parts, as no one does it better for quality parts. Biba goes back down low again, gets that low single leg, and then he splits the legs with his head, trying to wind up in a scramble position here.
He's got that leg overhooked now. He's in really great shape.
Yeah, just a matter of time here as he's trying to inch that leg out. Get that right leg back. There it is. He had the left leg wrapped up, and Radke couldn't stop it. Just way too much pressure.
Lynn Eisensee, your head official here in this match, completes our official agenda for tonight.
There you go. A couple of good ones right there on the mat with this championship match. Here's a little roll through. They got that tilt going. And Chuck, you and I, we always called that the cheap tilt, but I tell you what, it has come back with a vengeance over the course of the last handful of years, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. And as long as you do it well,
yeah,
you're okay.
You're okay.
Yeah, some of these I've seen too many times, in my opinion, where they'll roll over their backs.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you don't do that well, you can get yourself into trouble. We saw that.
We're going to give them the no escape. 7-2 the score. Back down on the mat with 37 seconds remaining. And how are we doing on that?
The fifth place match, we're tied at 4. Oh, nope, it's now 6-4.
Okay.
8-0 yet, still down in the far mat.
Well, a nice little toss here by Biba. They'll go out of bounds. Back to the center. Radke still in the down position. And Chuck, you're going to wind up with a final over there.
Yeah, we will be. Middlestead trailed in the 20 seconds to go in the match. Got a reversal and then near fall points, and he'll win 9-6.
Quite the match over there. Meanwhile, 7-4 now as time runs out, and it's going to be a championship here. Biba pats him on the back, Radke on the back as they kind of roll through, and you could see Radke, he let up on that one, which he heard the whistle. Good for him. That's a class act right there. Thanks going out to Napa. And before I get to them, Manio Dairy Farms, thanks to my mom, Elma Manning, along with Randy and Heidi Manning, bringing you today's action here as they cheer on the Ithaca Weston squad. The co-op, once again, having a pretty fair season early on. Kirk, what do we got going on at 32 down there in the far mat?
It's just about over. We got about 35 seconds to go, but Bolts from Hillsborough has a commanding 10-1 lead. Well, they gave up the escape there, though, so it's 10-2 now with 25 seconds to go in the match.
I'm going to mention Monroe Wrestling Club. They've got a big tournament coming up, a youth tournament on Sunday, January 22nd. Contact the Witt family. And Heidi, of course, she works at the high school and the library. You can contact her. But Sunday, January 22nd, Monroe High School youth tournament. $25 walk-ins, $20 ahead of time. You have to have a USA card.
12-2 will be your final down there in the 7th place match as Volts from Hillsborough takes home 7th place.
help here. The third place winner at 126 was
Reedsburg, Kurt 8-5.
8-5. All right. In 126-pound weight class, the award winners in fifth place goes to Schulte from River Valley. Fourth place, Bloom from Toma. Your third place finisher is Curtin from Reedsburg. The runner-up at 126 pounds, Dylan Weigel from Belmont Platteville, the champion. Hunter Stevens moves on now to 12, 13, 14, 15-0 on the season. He is your champion, Hunter Stevens from Iowa Grand Highland at 126.
And let's take a look here at 138 pounds, Chuck, to set the stage for us once again.
All right, in the 138-pound weight class, in the seventh place match, Johnson from Toma, Ekdahl from Monroe. The fifth place match, Spitzer from Riverdale, and Ulrich from Belmont Platteville. Third place, Harritz from Reedsburg, and Knockreiner from River Valley. And in the championship match at 138 pounds, Jackson Blaken from GET, and his opponent is going to be Caden Lindner from Iowa Grand Highland.
Let's turn the mic over to Kirk Clayer with the play-by-play in our championship match.
Caden Linder here, your senior with 13-3 record coming in. He takes on Jackson Blaken, and he is with 2 wins today or 3 wins today. He's 11-2 in this match, a junior. Still no score. Basically a minute left to go here in the first period. There's 2 young men filling each other out right now. Both had really good tournaments. So far, Blaken with a bye the first round, and then a fall in 3:15 against Ulrich from Belmont Platteville, and then a 20-9 match against Hurwitz from Reedsburg to get to the finals. Linder, same thing, a bye the first round. Then he had a fall in 20 seconds over Johnson of Toma, and then a fall in 1:59 over Knockreiner of River Valley. Coming close to the takedown, and he secures it. Nice job. Low, again, a low pick single that he was able to drive through and collect it into a double leg and a scramble takedown there with 28 seconds to go, 2-0.
Ekdahl from Monroe has the first points on the board against Evan Johnson of Toma in the 7th place match at 138 pounds. In the 3rd place match, still no score between Hurwitz of Reedsburg and Knockreiner of River Valley.
Ulrich from Belmont Platteville with a 7-1 lead over Stitzer from Riverdale as they go into the second period. That's the 5th place match at 138.
As we talked about earlier with quite a few of these teams here, you know, they'll take, well, not really a break. Like you said, several of them have events next week, you know, which would be considered Christmas week. But then the following week, quite a few of these teams here that we're looking at will be in the prestigious bi-state tournament up in La Crosse, starting the 29th of the month and finishing up on the 30th of the month. As you guys have been there many, many times, that's one of the premier tournaments in the state of Wisconsin for Wisconsin high school wrestling.
You know, and what they really did set the stage over the years. You think about Dave Rudrud, back, Chuck, when we first went, we were the first of 9 teams, original 9 teams, Lancaster.
Yep, and I was one of the first officials there, too.
I was going to say, I bet you were. Yeah.
I did have the prestige of the first, I think I did 35 of them, and there was only one that I missed during that period there. Dave kind of forgave me and let me come back in, but one year I went to another tournament instead. You know. There's a nice toss by Linder, and he's got blocking in a lot of trouble right now with a headlock with 120. There's the fall. 121. Wow. Okay, don't do that.
Yeah.
All right. 2:49 the fall time there as Linder continues to roll for Iowa Grant. We haven't mentioned team scores yet, but Iowa Grant had a pretty decent lead going into these finals here, and that helped a lot there with some extra bonus points.
A nice stash, too.
You're not going to let that grooming thing go, are you, Chuck?
We're going to get a pin down here on mat number 3, by the way, and it's going to be, I believe it's Ekdahl. Let's take a look here. Does he come away with the pin?
That's
does.
mat 7 down there.
Mat 7, yeah.
Johnson,
Seventh place.
who won that?
Ekdahl from Monroe
Okay.
picks
Good.
up the win over Johnson of Toma.
Okay. We got a little blood time here on Matt at the 5th place match.
Third place match, 3-0 score with 1:35 to go in that meet, or match, I should say.
You know, a compliment to River Valley here again. Their singlets, they're going to be easy to pick out with that on the back.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Kind of like that tiger stripe kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah, kind of neat.
Yeah, I like that actually. It's pretty cool.
Another toss out to those two fine young coaches. They're doing a great job down there in that program. Danny Makovic and TJ Waneke. Of course, Danny, a graduate here from Richland Center High School.
Knockrider comes away with the pin over Harris of Reedsburg. And that in the third period, let's see, it's going to be 1-3.
No, I think it was Harris that got the
Oh, was it?
pin.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
Yeah,
Actually, Harris gets the
it
pin.
was quite a turnaround as they were talking about the
Yeah.
River
that's
Valley
right.
program. The Harris turned the table on it.
Well, there you go. Well, and you know, speaking of shout-outs, thanks to Darren Gunnarsson, Jeff Novinska, and Silas Coleman here, the coaching staff for Richland Center. Of course, Fran Ewing, Laura Selby as the AD, and Fran as the assistant helping out here. We really do appreciate being able to come in here and present this wonderful tournament to you. Well, Chuck, you got a whole period to go.
All right, yeah, we're at 9-5, I believe the score now with the, yep, here it is, 9-5 for the takedown by Stitzer from Riverdale. Ulrich with the advantage. We're at the minute and 40 mark of the third period. Again, this is the 5th place match in the 138-pound weight class.
Thanks going out to the Napa store right here in Richland Center out there on the east side. Contact John Cosgrove. It's Get the Good Stuff, Napa Auto Parts, 890 U.S. Highway 14 East.
Also, I'm going to give a shout out here too. I always like the this invitational here too, and a shout out to the ladies and probably guys and whoever too that puts together the food. Excellent food, and very much appreciated. And the ability to go in there and have some food there in between sessions.
Yeah, that's
Excellent,
pretty nice. Yep.
Yeah.
Always when you can get a little home cooking out at an event compared to just
Right.
Well,
cold cuts or something, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, Ken, you remember Doug Davies.
Oh, yeah.
And I think probably right after you left, and we were running tournaments there, and Doug says, you know, he says, when you run a tournament, the main thing that you got to do is you got to feed the officials, you got to feed your workers,
Yep.
and all that too. And he says, if you keep those people happy, the
Yep.
tournament's going to run well.
For sure.
So your officials, the workers, and the coaches.
And they all come back and work again. That's the other
they
part.
will.
Yeah.
So and
exactly.
I think it's very important. And,
Yeah.
and Doug, we know, was a good eater himself
Oh, yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
he knew all the best steakhouses in Southwest Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
Doug just lost his wife here
Oh,
3 or 4 months ago. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Getting to be a pretty tight match down there now.
11-10 down to the final couple seconds of this third period.
Mason's going to win, though. Or is it? No, he's not. He did win.
Yeah, pretty good match.
Yep.
wrap up. 5th place goes to Middlestad from Reedsburg. 4th place, Duffy from Riverdale. 3rd place, Finch from Toma. The runner-up at 132 pounds, Noah Radke from River Valley. And the champion at 132, Elliot Biba from Iowa Grant Highland.
Our thanks going out to Harchie Lumber. If you're looking for top quality products for your next renovation or construction project, well, it's over 50 years of experience. Harchie Lumber in Laval, the place to go. Thanks to Scott Parrish and all the great crew there. We turn the mic over to Chuck and setting up the stage. Here comes 145 pounds.
All right, thanks, Ken. At 145 pounds, the 7th place match is Purfoy from Reedsburg and Baker from Richland Center. 5th place, Wetter from Boscobel and Kissamore from Belmont Platteville. The 3rd place match, Bennett from Weston Ithaca and Koss from GET. And in the championship match at 145 pounds, number 1 seed Landon Radke from River Valley, and his opponent is going to be the number 2 seed Tyson Imhoff from Iowa Grand Highland.
Thanks to the Ithaca Weston Wrestling Club for their wonderful support of today's broadcast and the upcoming Bi-State. As we turn the mic back over here, championship match with Chuck Rasmussen.
All right, thanks, Ken. It's Radke from River Valley with an early 2-0 lead. Radke came in seeded number 1, 13-2. He is a senior. Had a bye the first round, a tech fall in the second round over Baker from Richland Center. And in the semifinals, a fall in 126 over Bennett from Weston Ithaca. Tyson Imhoff, the 2nd seed here at 145 pounds, a bye, and then a pin in 32 seconds over Jacob Anderson from Westby, and then a fall in 5:08 over Koss from GET. Radke and Imhoff in the championship match at 145.
On mat number 1, they're still looking to get that vamped up on our track wrestling. I can tell you this though, Iowa Grand Highland has now taken about a 25-point lead, just under 25-point lead against GET Mel Min. These two teams pulling away from the other bunch. Iowa Grant 275, GET 250 and a half.
Koss is trying to make a run back at that as he just secured a second period fall. So that would be a minute 48, the fall, as he gets that over Bennett of Weston Ithaca.
Yeah, that'll help their cause.
A couple extra bonus points there.
Yeah.
What do you mean by bonus points?
Bonus points for the points were in excess over a regular decision, which is typically just at this point placement points, but they'll give you an extra 2 team points for the fall. I knew you knew that. You just wanted me to explain it.
I did. Anything for a tech fall?
Yes.
Major decision?
I think,
Help out?
I think the tech fall's only a half a point, though. So those are the things.
1.5, I think.
One,
isn't it?
1.5.
Is it 1.5?
Yeah.
And then
And
the majors?
1.
1
One?
point.
Okay.
Yep.
See, you ask questions you already know. It's
You
been.
just-
I try to verify in my mind.
It's
you know.
been 6 years since I blew that whistle a whole lot.
Well,
It doesn't seem like it's been that long, Kurt. Come on.
no, it doesn't. I was going to say it was maybe 2 or 3.
Oh,
That's what I thought.
6.
Wow.
Okay.
Time flies when you're having fun with grandkids.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, it does.
Well, we got a pinning combination down here on the 7th place match.
Yeah, he's been doing really well down there. The young man from Reedsburg, Purfoy, he right now leads 8-2, and if he doesn't get the fall here, he's going to get 3 more points and be up 11-2.
Radke up 2-0 yet. We're in the second period, midway through. Now it's an escape. Radke up 3-0.
There's the fall down in the 7th place match.
And who is that?
Purfoy from Reedsburg. That was in the second period, so 2:26. So down to just 1st and 5th.
All right, we're still on our feet in the championship match between Radke and Imhoff.
Boscobel, a program that's been going through the last few years, you know, ups and downs. and it's good to see them have a wrestler out here in the fifth place match. I believe this could be this young man. He's got the same name as Lance Wetter, I believe, now as the head coach down there at Boscobel.
Oh.
This is, I guess you'd pronounce that Job Wetter?
I would, yeah.
Well, nice freshman. Came in here with a 3-1 record, chance to go home in fifth place.
We're in the third period now in the championship match. Radke in the top control position.
We've watched Landon, here. Noah was the younger one we watched earlier, but watching Landon watch the last several years here has been a lot of fun. The kid just keeps getting better.
It's really neat to see the progression of wrestlers sometimes, as they, figure out what they do and how much they need to work and the time they put in.
I'm sure we'll see him later in the year at the Bi-State and then in February at the Clash and the Regional and on from there.
Clash is held this year. Is it here?
Yes.
Did you say? Oh,
yes.
It is here. Okay.
Yep. Richland Center has 3 tournaments in a row here, which is really nice. And I'm happy for Weston Ithaca for sponsoring the Division III sectional here. That's really good.
Yeah.
Really exciting. They're looking forward. I know Troy worked really hard and his staff to get it and convince people, and they convinced Richland Center, and then with the two of them working together, they convinced the WIA to give them a shot at it.
Well, that's the big part. You just ask for give it a try.
Well, there's other good places that they host the Division III sectional in this area, with Westby and Mineral Point being the two most common. Yep. But it's nice to take it somewhere else and actually say Weston Ithaca is in charge of it.
Yeah.
Radke going to come up with a couple more points here at the end of the third period.
Nice match by Landon.
Your champion at 145 pounds, Landon Radke from River Valley.
Well, our thanks going out to Inspired Innovations, your family's hair salon, just outside of Richland Center, down in Gotham, actually. Jenny Ewers invites you to stop in and see what the difference is. Precision haircuts, perm, color, highlights, a lot of great things going on, all at an affordable price. That's Inspired Innovations.
In conclusion of this bet down here, we'll be halfway done for this championship placement round.
And on that third place, or check that fifth place match, I should say. Wetter of Boscobel trailing Kizamar from Belmont Platteville 3-0. Down to about 15 seconds remaining, near the out of bounds. In fact, they're actually out of our screen. We have three static ones here, unless that'll move a little bit. Oh, it did. I didn't know if I cranked it down or not, Chuck. Thank you. Oh. Well, that'll take care of it. 6-0 the score. Kizamar, a freshman, 2 freshmen there at 145 pounds. And that will finish things off. Our thanks also going out to Jones Chevrolet right here in Richland Center as they approach 100 years. The Jones family serving the area of Richland Center. And, of course, Richland County. Thanks to Ryan Jones for keeping things moving along.